Good morning, Heather. How you doing, man? Yes. Squeaky wall at the turns, man. I think a bit of a rant's coming on. Can definitely feel in a sort of rant position this morning. Yeah, I'm still on the tee. But there's an absolutely massive trick being pulled on everybody. And it's like, we're just past Halloween with the trick or treat, but it's just trick or trick. The great news that so many people received recently who have been trying to use medicinal marijuana for health reasons. There's many conditions: glaucoma, osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, irritable bowel syndrome, reflux disorder, anxiety problems, depression, anxiety, a lot of mental disorders. So many people have been using medicinal marijuana for those sort of things. And it was rolled out on the 1st of November. Just a second. Cam, Jamie, how you doing, guys? Where was I? First of all, let me just fly through a couple of things, right? From November the 1st, United Kingdom, Scotland, Wales, England, Northern Ireland, the regulations have been changed on medicinal marijuana use, and they've changed it from Schedule 1 to Schedule 2. From Schedule 1 to Schedule 2 means that certain people are now allowed to use medicinal marijuana, and the government and lobbyists connected to pharmaceutical companies are now allowed all to test it for any medicinal properties. It is good news and bad news for people who are allowed to use medicinal marijuana today. The good news is that some people might get some relief from it, some children from certain kinds of epilepsy, from people who are in deep stages of multiple sclerosis, and only for people who are taking chemotherapy and are allowed to use a certain medicinal marijuana product for the sickness effects, not before the chemotherapy. Once you get the chemotherapy, then you're allowed to get medicinal marijuana. What sort of trick have these people played on us? I'll tell you. And I ain't going to read all this out. I ain't reading all this out because there's 10 different products here from 10 major pharmaceutical companies. GW Pharmaceuticals, if you go and start to look at their finances, seem to be the only pharmaceutical company taking a massive hit at the moment. I was really trying to rack my brains and wonder why that was. It's really because they guys have been putting all their money in to gain every single derivative and extract and synthesize those derivatives and extracts from medicinal marijuana to make their own pharmaceutical product. Now, I know many people out there have mentioned to me about Sativex. Sativex being a Delta 9 THC CBD mix of spray that you can put under your tongue. Now, I get it. It is a derivative. They're taking something from it. So there is something from the plant. There's something from the plant that is medicinal. But I had to go and search a wee bit more into Sativex. The manufacturer of Sativex, there's 10 products I've got here in front of my screen that pharmaceutical companies are taking from medicinal marijuana. Mostly derivatives, so they're taking something from the plant, but unfortunately, some of it is synthesized. Sativex. I'm sure many people know about Sativex. It was launched in 2010, making the first cannabis-based prescription medicine in the world. United Kingdom did this. Unfortunately, did you know what Sativex also contains? It also contains ethanol. It contains ethanol. You see, the main problem we've got with pharmaceuticals is the constant use and use and use and use and use. This is what does the damage. I think any chemicals, any pharmaceuticals going into your body can maybe have some sort of reaction to help some sort of specific part in your body, but it does a lot more damage. Ethanol in Sativex, the number one THC CBD product out there in the market, specifically aimed at people with multiple sclerosis. This is the big green tick that the government have given on the 1st of November. Ethanol, CDC, exposure, and hydrosis. The substance may cause effects on the central nervous system. Effects of long-term or related exposure are severe. This is ethanol given to people within Sativex who have already severe effects of the nervous system. Could it be so cynical that they're trying to keep people sick? And I said, I ain't going through this whole list of 10 approved pharmaceuticals from top pharmaceutical companies that are saying it's a medicinal marijuana product. Marinol. Sure, everybody's heard of Marinol. Marinol with the little cannabis leaf on it that's supposed to be this THC Delta 9. It has the psychoactive effect to help us all. Let's just see what's in this. First of all, they say it's synthetic. It is synthetic use. Marinol is synthetic. Synthetic. Let me get up just the definition of synthetic, which I'm sure we all know. Substance made by chemical synthesis, especially to imitate the natural product. It ain't THC, it ain't Delta 9. I don't give a fuck what they're saying this is. This is what's in this. It is synthesized THC. What we have within this product is a thing called propylene glycol. Propylene glycol is a substance commonly used as a food additive or an ingredient in many cosmetic and hygiene products. Now, this is what it's commonly used for. Nothing to do with health. Nothing to do with health. The US and both European food authorities have declared it is generally safe for food use in a minimal dose. Not taking something every single day, maybe for the rest of your life. But of course, they say minimalize plastics, microplastics within water won't do the system any harm. Like we can pass plastics through us no problem, as if that's what we've always done. However, it has become controversial since it also has an ingredient in. What else is propylene glycol put in? Antifreeze. Antifreeze. This has led to major health concerns about possible toxic effects from eating any foods that it contains. It's not mentioning it's in a very popular medicine that's given out to people who are taking it daily. And I say these companies, right? This is Solvay Pharmaceuticals who produced that. Another one, the Nabeline Sensimate, is Valiant Pharmaceuticals International. And go and see, if anybody's interested in this stuff, go and see who Valiant Pharmaceutical International are connected to. And I'm telling each and every one of you that's in chat just now, all these major pharmaceutical companies are connected to NASDAQ, the top 500 companies. They are making billions, billions and billions. Dexabanol by Abbott Laboratories, another synthesized THC product. CT3 by Indivis Pharmaceuticals, another NASDAQ company.